If your kid hits and you say hands on the body and then they say no and hit you again, what's a mama to do? Number one, you've got to ask yourself, why is my child hitting? The answer to that question is going to guide your intervention here. Is your child hitting out of frustration? Is your child being poked or prodded by a little sibling? Is your child angry at you or having trouble tolerating a boundary? When you identify why your child is hitting, then we know how to build the intervention. And hands on a body is a great first step, but it's not the only step. And your child in particular needs more than that first step. When the first step isn't working, that means you need to layer more tools on top of it. Your kid needs more. Now you're probably thinking, how am I supposed to know what tools to layer on top of this? Well, it depends on why your kid is hitting. Now let's say they're hitting out of frustration. So now I know that I need to layer some tools around building frustration tolerance. So I'm gonna model that. I'm gonna make opportunities for my child to do it, not when they're frustrated, but all the other times. So I'm stretching their capacity. And what I'm gonna say in the moment also has to do with my child's profile. If my kid is somebody who really needs to feel heard and understood, I'm gonna say, hands on her body. And then I'm gonna make sure that I reflect back the reason that they've hitting. Oh, that brother was hurting you. Brother was poking you. Okay. If my child is somebody who needs a visual support, I'm gonna say, hands on own body. I'm going to make sure that I have the visual support. And I might add a story for that child so that we're looking at pictures of what to do with our hands when we're frustrated. The vast majority, though, of the work that you need to do has to happen not actually when your kid is hitting, but long before that. You need to get ahead of this and help your child stay regulated across a range of emotional and situational states so that you don't have hitting at all. And I know that can sound like, oh my God, I need an answer for what to do when they're hitting, not what to do the rest of the time. But I promise you, the way to stop hitting is to change how you're showing up all the rest of the time so that your child doesn't have an impetus to hit. If you need more help with this, DM me or comment hitting1. I'll send you my masterclass on hitting.